the previous video, what we have done is create a bunch of Django, write a bunch of script, and attach that to it. And we introduce you guys. Sorry, just a tongue twister. We introduce you guys the concept of variable, so we declare that, and we use variable to act as a placeholder, and we can change it at the beginning of the code. It's a little bit convenient, but in fact, it's not that convenient. The reason is that every time you have to change something, you have to go back to this JetBrains writer or whatever IDE that you're using. You have to, sort of switch between the Unity as well as Rider. We don't want that. So, yeah. What if there is the way that you can change it in the runtime? Yeah, let me introduce you guys a pretty cool concept called serialized field. So basically in Unity, the serialized field is it's a variable property in a script that marked with a serialized field. Okay, so it's a sort of an attribute. So if you say you declare something, even though it's private, you know, if you declare that sometimes the IDE will just automatically add private to you, and even though it's private, you can access that outside of this. But for now, I haven't introduced you guys the private and non-private yet, but just remember, if you add serialized field, you sort of add that attribute, so this variable can be accessed. Most of the time, we just access that at the Unity IDE, Unity engine. So yeah, just bear with me. Let me show you how it is done. So for example, the heat laser, the code of heat laser that we added as a component is called the heat laser logic script. And what I'm going to do is to go back to the IDE and got the heat laser logic.cs and say I'd like to make this speed accessible outside. So some speed will be accessible outside. So what I'm going to do is to before this some speed floats, I'm going to declare that this is called serialized field, and I want to access it outside of it. Okay, so I'm going to say this is a serialized field. So if you just hover over a minute, force Unity to serialize a private field. Okay, so yeah, that's exactly what I'm going to do. So I sort of force serialize this, and let me just save it, go back to Unity, and you will see the changes. So if you look at heat laser here, you'll notice there is another field called some speed, and the number 0.07 is the number that we just put in, we just initialized that inside of that box, some speed box. So if I hit run, and you can see the speed here, and of course you can change the speed in runtime. So I'm going to make it 0.01, but I think that the original speed is so fast that we can't, we sort of can't see that. So let me just, okay, yeah, did you see that? Yeah, let me just get initial speed a little bit lower, I think. Maybe 0.01, just make it slower so I can catch it. I'm just getting older. I can't keep up with the speed of this gaming thing. Okay, it's not 0.0. Yeah, pretty strange. It should be 0.01. Alright. So let's just hit the open one, and it's pretty slow, right? And what if I just change it to 2 and the speed is doubled? Okay, so essentially I can change that in the runtime. So for example, here's a challenge for you. I want to change the rotation speed of this lightsaber. What I'm going to do, you can pause this video and give it a try. Alright, did you do that? Yeah, let's try to do that. So I'm going to get a lightsaber and check this code. Is called lightsaber logic. So let's find the lightsaber logic. Oh, it's over here. Double click it and let me just declare this, so that replace this rotation as the minus some degree. Yeah, spell that correct. And of course you can declare here, say that of course this is a serialized field of a float some degree. Previously you can say it's 0, and you can update it. So let's go to the Unity. I think because it's 0, I won't start rotating once I hit it. So it's not rotating, which is good. That's exactly what I want. And click lightsaber, there's some degree, and let's add it. So it's rotating pretty slowly. Let me add that, speed up. Yeah, we sort of made it pretty fast rotation, and I think I sort of hit the roof of the frame rate, and I can slowly down and reverse it, so it just can turn around in different speed, clockwise and anti-clockwise. Good, pretty good. Yeah, essentially you just make it an access point in the Unity engine by declare a certain variable. It's not exact declaration, but it's sort of adding a certain attribute to this variable, and of course you can add a property as well. So yeah, so don't worry about all these words. I use them interchangeably. So what I remember this is that most of the time we say we declare some private thing, and a private certain say integer of a certain number, something like that, and you want to access it, you can just even though it's private, you can just say it's just serialized field. Okay, this is a pretty common usage. Okay, so yeah, and of course you can use this method to change all sort of say the triangle logic and all sort of thing. You can use the variable to access placeholder and name it here, and to change the attribute or add a certain attribute called the serialized field, and to access it in the Unity editor and change that and play around with it. Okay.